the Universal Orlando Resort for over 5 years, you're listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 201 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. I'm your host Tracy, and with me this evening we have Lee.
Hello everyone.
We have Darren.
What's up, Internet?
And we have Hunter.
Hi everybody.
How is everybody?
This is bizarre.
It's weird.
We can actually see each other for the first time.
We're video chatting.
Yeah,
it's awful.
It is. It's really distracting.
It is. It's like watching a dubbed Chinese movie at this point because there's a bit of a delay.
Well, it would have been better if you weren't in the nude, but choosers.
You said you wanted to see it, Hunter.
You know, I'm all about the Malibis.
But there's only so much you can take.
Only so much you can give.
Right. So we've obviously been having these competitions, I suppose you could call them, outside of the US and UK people. This is. We need to go to iTunes in June this month. Subscribe, rate, and review to be in with a chance to win a $25 Universal gift card.
Not long left, actually.
There
just
isn't.
over a week.
That's right. Now, we still haven't heard from Clicker Lover, who won the US draw. So we went and drew another name out the hat. And that winner is...
Cowboy Baby, which is actually my erotic dancer nickname. In all serious, though, that is Jason Andrews. You have won the $25 gift card.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yes, we know it's Jason because he got in touch with us about the tribute we put on the last show, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. It was lovely. Nice. So, Jason, please email us at podcast@uuopodcast.com and we'll sort out your gift card. So, before we move on to the ice cream debate, we have some Producers Club birthdays.
Yes, we do. We had Brian Jennings on June 27th, so happy birthday, Brian.
Happy
Birthday!
Yep, and then we had Sean Hill on June 28th. Happy birthday, Sean.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! And now it is time for our Florean Fortescue's ice cream debate from Kevin.
Hi, this is Kevin reporting from Diagon Alley in Universal Studios, Florida. You just heard the Dragon Breathe Fire, and I just had some ice cream from Florean Fortescue's. I wanted to note in on the ice cream debate, and I would definitely put my vote for chocolate chili. Right now, we're sitting at the top of the steps, right next to Gringotts, and I don't think I would ever say this in real life, but in Diagon Alley, I would say that it was the most amazing ice cream experience I've ever had. Thank you. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much,
You know,
Kevin.
I just want to say, Kevin, you know, you're completely right in your choice, and I fully support these decisions that you have made.
Without double checking, I think that puts chocolate chili on par with apple crumble. Sorry, Darren.
I'll take it.
Still a vote down. I'm pretty sure it's a vote down.
I think apple crumble is a tiny bit ahead, which just means if you want to submit a vote for chocolate chili, get in touch with us because you're the only vote that matters at this point.
Yeah. Well, also, apple crumble is a very important thing to support. So you can email podcast@uuopodcast.com with your support for apple crumble. Any other flavors can be sent to, what can I make up really quick? bob@home.com.
Or alternatively, you can go to speakpipe.com/UUOpodcast and leave it there. And yes, Hunter, you were right. Apple crumble is one vote ahead of chocolate chili.
All right. All right. We're going to tie it up, guys. Once again, if you want to submit a vote for chocolate chili, get in contact with me. I'll duplicate your vote. We'll pull it up next time.
I don't know. Right. Before we get any sillier, let's get on with the news. Our top story this week concerns Halloween Horror Nights and another reveal. It's over to Darren for more.
Yes, Universal Orlando has revealed that the icon for Halloween Horror Nights 26 will be none other than Jack's other half, Chance. Along with this reveal, they also said that she'll get her own house and a scare zone. So we just recorded a Dead Man's Digest, so it's pretty cool. But no other details have been released. But on the Halloween Horror Nights Twitter, they said the stage is set for Chance to become the Halloween Horror Nights 26 icon. She will be featured in her very own maze and scare zone. When we began the process of deciding this year's thematic, we wanted to play the idea of picking up right here where Halloween Horror Nights 25 left off. The carnage happened, but what happened next? Jack is a supernatural figure. You can't put handcuffs on a demon. No. Even if that demon wears clown paint. Chance finds herself imprisoned with a certain Jack in the Box on an evidence shelf, but this isn't a tragedy for her. It's an opportunity. It's within the confines of her cell where she creates her theater of the mind, a place she's in total control over. Giving her this environmental duality with dual looks is something we really love. The shockingly real and gothically imagined, this is Chance stepping into her own distinct spotlight, using what she's learned from Jack and building from that.
So this is really interesting, Darren, because this is the first time they've had an event directly tie into the next event, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, good point.
I can't think of any other time.
So it's Halloween Horror Nights 25, the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And if some of the rumors prove true, that might be more accurate than we think.
Oh.
That's all I'll say for now.
Oh,
Listen to the Dead Man's Digest for more.
I think I know.
absolutely.
Yeah, when it's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be nice to listen to the Dead Man's Digest because I'll get to listen to the show as a listener for once.
Yeah.
That's true.
So the listeners will actually have 2 episodes this week from us, won't they?
Yep, hopefully.
Yeah.
If I can figure out how to
Yeah.
edit.
Yeah.
Took me about an hour to get through 6 minutes so far, but after that, I think I'll be off to a good start.
Awesome.
Cool. Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. You know, a lot of people have speculated that they weren't possibly going to have an icon this year, and it's not. It seems to be over the last few years, it's been icon, not an icon, icon, not an icon, and then obviously this year we've got 2 icons in a row, which is cool, and one that people who are Horror Nights fans know as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I think people
Well, I think-
really appreciated it last year, so.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Following that announcement, certain Halloween Horror Nights tickets have gone on sale and things are a little different. Hunter, do you want to tell us about it?
Absolutely. General admission this year will be $104.99, with a Florida resident ticket being $66.99, with specially marked cans of Coke. Even less if you got the right kind of Coke. Express passes will start at $79.99, going up to $139.99.
Which I'd just like to jump in. That is crazy because we bought our express passes for when we came over last year, and we bought them on the most expensive days, and they were $99.99. So with that price there, would have cost us $120. No, $160 more for the same tickets.
Wow.
Which brings me to, I just kind of wanted to bring up a quick point. They are offering a pass this year, which is the frequent fear for all dates with the express pass included.
Ultimate.
Yeah. So depending on how you go, I know the Catacombs of Halloween Horror Nights podcast guys talked about it recently. That actually works out in your favor if you are planning on doing express pass multiple nights. But that depends on how much of a super fan you really are. They go really in depth in the math. I encourage you to check it out if you get a chance. But so once again, Darren is going to be talking about all the Halloween Horror Nights news so far in this upcoming Dead Man's Digest that's coming out hopefully soon, maybe next year. We'll figure it out.
I think
keep your eye on the feed for more.
Yeah, I think it shows, Hunter, going off the back of what you said there, that I think they're realising that they do have real hardcore Halloween Horror Nights fans that are going to go. You know, if they're producing a ticket that's good for every night, and that's 30 nights?
Well, the hardcore fans I've noticed anyways, Darren, you're coincidentally one of the only exceptions I've seen, but that's just because I don't think any of us have tons of extra cash laying around for this, but a lot of the hardcore fans do get express pass at least 1 or 2 of the nights. So it depends on what fits into your going style, because I think a lot of the hardcore people think express pass is essential to enjoyment of that event.
Yeah. No, I do. I did Rush of Fear with Express last year.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, Darren
so
always,
even Darren.
Darren's always professed that he will not go without Express Pass.
Yeah, definitely. But I think everybody else should start going without Express Pass, so that I don't have to wait so long and they stop raising the prices on it. That would be great.
It is getting more. I know I've seen a lot of people in my feed who listen to the show and stuff who are going that have complained at how expensive it is this year.
It is expensive.
Well, just as a sneak peek, Rush of Fear with Express went up $80. Rush of Frequent Fear with Express went up $85. And Frequent Fear plus Express went up $120. So,
wow.
Now, do you think this is because the budgets for the actual event has gone up so high lately? I mean, you look at stuff they were doing last year with like Shady Brook and things like that. Do you think it's just gotten way more expensive to run the event?
No, I think the whole purpose for this is to take the Disney method of reducing the amount of people using Express by just raising the prices. Like Disney just raised the prices, for admission.
Okay.
Do you think that'll happen though, or will people just pay the price?
People are definitely going to pay it, just because I think for a lot of people it's tradition.
Yeah, but there will be less on those peak nights because there's going to be people that go in and say $140. No, I'm good.
I don't know about that, because look at how quickly like Mickey's Not So Scary sells out for their Halloween Day events.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about an add-on to that. The average person doesn't even think that's going to even be necessary when they first walk into the park.
Gotcha. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Right. Moving on. An incident happened recently at the construction holding area of Volcano Bay at Universal Orlando.
Yes, a fire broke out recently at the construction site of Volcano Bay, in an area being used to store water slide parts for Universal Orlando's water theme park. Oh, that's kind of ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
That a fire breaks out at a water park.
Yeah.
Specifically named Volcano Bay.
Well,
Universal spokesperson said that the incident would have no impact on park operations and that the fire was extinguished relatively quickly. Cause for the blaze has not yet been determined.
But people saw a large black figure with wearing red pants and big white gloves running away from the area.
Did he have
I
as well?
I actually know what started that fire is Universal builds so quickly. They were just putting that mountain together so fast. Sparks ignited, and then the whole area went up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if that very shiny metal frame reflecting off of things might spark something there, but
it could do. I never thought.
You ever take a magnifying glass to an ant?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
Let's just surround that with a bunch of plastic and see what happens.
Yeah. I never even thought about that.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now, following the incident at Pulse nightclub, Universal has made a very generous donation.
NBC Universal pledged $1 million to the One Orlando Fund for victims of the attack at the Orlando nightclub. NBC Universal CEO Steve Burke said that they have given a lot of thought to what we could do as a company to honor and support the victims and acknowledge this profound loss. Burke also added that this donation was to support nonprofits that are providing services to the victims and families, as well as working with the LGBTQ, Hispanic, and other affected communities.
That's a hell of a donation.
Yeah, it's fabulous, isn't it?
I mean, you look at the stuff that's been posted on Facebook this week of all the vigils that have happened, the one in the parks, the one at Lake Eola, the outpouring of people has just been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
It's nice to see that people do actually pull together.
Yeah.
Everybody's 99% of the time, everybody's bitching about how everybody's keeping themselves segregated and what have you. But when it comes down to it, people pull together. And it's just sad that it takes a tragedy like this for people to actually do it.
It shows that in this day and age, Orlando is such a melting pot of races and cultures and stuff that even in that they still come together and
we're all the same underneath.
Yeah, the entire city's come together. Like just yesterday, I had a friend who was telling me about the new Orlando City Stadium that they're going to build up in Section 12. They're going to have 49 reserved seats for the victims for those hometown games. So, yeah.
Wow. Jesse's getting teared up now here, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't speak.
Yeah. She's actually petting the dog quite feverishly. If you guys can see this.
Just trying to take her mind off it.
Yeah, comfort dog. Good job, Ruby.
It's just been, but then you look at like everything that's gone on in Orlando this week. I know we don't talk Disney, but that poor little kid that got took by the alligator, it's just like, really, is there anything else that can happen?
It's been a hell of a week, hasn't it?
Right.
But you guys are very right, and I'm glad even the entire world is seeing that Central Florida and especially Orlando has really all gotten together and put aside differences and are really trying to promote positivity and unite underneath that umbrella.
Yeah. And I hope it continues. I really do.
Definitely.
For sure.
Right. Now I'm composed. We shall move on because I can't take any more of that. Right. We spoke about Skull Island, Reign of Kong, having team member previews on episode 199, where it's now gone into technical rehearsals. Darren headed out to the park and got to ride it. You lucky sod.
Yes.
And after the break, we'll go in depth into his thoughts. But we have heard that following the events at Pulse, the major event set for this week has been postponed. You can go and check out a video walk around of the entrance at youtube.com/UUO podcast.
Yeah, I wonder when, because that media event was supposed to be, I think it was the 22nd, 23rd and 24th, so people were expecting the 23rd to be the grand opening day, but it was also the media event for Sapphire Falls as well.
I mean, the ride is almost in full operation. I think every day they've been opening at 3 or 4, so we just got to get it up and running first thing in the morning, and then they might as well be open.
Yeah, Darren, how long technical rehearsals normally go on for?
I don't know.
It's usually
the first ride I've actually opened and been able to get there for
2 or 3 weeks, you would say, normally. It wouldn't need any longer than that.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Did they do technical rehearsals for Gringotts, or am I?
No, because
besides
they
for
wanted
the employees.
Because it wasn't working.
Right, I think they just used the employees for that one because they didn't want to let people into the area.
Gotcha, because you do have to walk through that full area.
Yeah, when was that Today competition thing? Was that after it opened or before?
I think that was the grand opening trip.
Is that when it was? Because I know
I think that was July 8th, right?
I'm trying to remember because I interviewed Katie Rogers, who she won that competition. She came on to talk about it, and I'm trying to remember when it was, and I can't think.
We've kind of picked it, or I've kind of picked up on a trend where if Universal says something is going to open up in summer now, take it with a little bit of a grain of salt if you're planning your trip, because the last couple of major attractions like Gringotts and like King Kong are being delayed until mid-July for grand opening. So if you want a sure shot, try not to go in May if you're making your summer trip.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Just go after it's opened. Make sure.
Yeah. Fair
Go
enough.
in a couple of years'
You'll
time.
see the Hulk. It'll all be...
That's why we're leaving our trip off so long, to make sure everything's open.
Oh, is that the reason?
No, the reason is we've got no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing that for Disney, we'll see you in 2030.
Ooh.
The next ride that hasn't been announced yet might be open.
It might be.
At that point,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Avatar Land might be open.
Come on, guys.
Sorry, Andy.
Go to patreon.com/UO podcast and no, I'm just kidding.
That'd be nice.
Do we have one of those?
No, we don't.
should.
We kind of do. The Producers Club.
Yes.
We love each and every one of you.
Absolutely.
Of course we do. Yes. Right, it is time for Autism at the Park with the lovely Maureen from Marvel Superhero Island.
Hi, this is Maureen Deal with Autism at the Parks, and I'm reporting from Universal Orlando Resort for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. And today I'm at Islands of Adventure on Marvel Superhero Island. And I wanted to talk about the Marvel superheroes themselves that come out and meet and greet the guests in the park. This is a great fanfare that the music gets even louder on the speakers, and then the group of superheroes come out on their four-wheelers, which can be very loud also. So just prepare your family member, if they are a bit sensitive to noise like my son is, to expect the noise will eventually go away, but it's pretty loud during this time period. And it's an awesome opportunity for you and your family to have your pictures taken with your Photo Connect card with the characters. And this has been Maureen Deal for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, signing off from Islands of Adventure.
Thanks for that, Maureen. And it's time for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th wonder of the world is returning to Universal Orlando Resort. So let our friends at Fairy Godmother Travel take care of the resort reservation. They are a Universal Parks and Resorts specialist, as well as being an authorised Disney vacation planner, and their service is free to you. From the awesome Cabana Bay Hotel to those other hotels run by a mouse, Fairy Godmother Travel can book all your Orlando vacation needs. So you don't need to miss the chance to see the amazing King Kong in the flesh. And please make sure to let them know that you heard about Fairy Godmother Travel because of UUOP. Because every UUOP referral helps us to continue to bring you the greatest Universal coverage. Contact them today by phone at 832-284-4002 or toll free at 888-939-642539 or go to fairygodmothertravel.com.
Let Fairy Godmother Travel make your next vacation magical.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome back. As we said earlier in the show, Darren visited Universal Orlando recently and got to ride Skull Island Reign of Kong during technical rehearsals, and also got to try the infamous Kong Dong Dog.
You weren't supposed to say
We only have high-class entertainment on this show.
Hey,
Kong Dong.
no, you weren't supposed to say that. It was just as a laugh. But even Hunter, I noticed on Twitter that the Kong Dong even got a hashtag. We got
really?
Yeah, we got tweeted hashtag Kong Dong.
Oh, I was just trying to get a Country Bears joke in here because I've never had the opportunity, but I'm glad to see it trending.
It was in the loop. In the loop, tweeted hashtag Kong Dong.
How many bites does it take to get to the center of a Kong dog?
The world may never know.
8th wonder of the world, dog.
Oh, too many jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, it's going to be Universal's Dole Whip one day. I guarantee it.
It might
It's going to be on a T-shirt. They'll have an air freshener. It'll smell horrible, but it's going to
Awesome.
Too many things going through my head.
So, Darren, how was the ride, my man?
It was good. Yeah, we were
did
able
it
to.
one time.
No, we did it twice actually.
Okay.
Just for
One time we
people.
got through.
Sorry, just
was
for
that?
people listening, let's go spoiler free first because I've already
Yes.
had a few people sort of when I've talked that this is what we're going to be talking about. I go, I don't want to be spoiled, so can you put a spoiler warning on? So Darren,
I mean, there's only
let's
like
go spoiler
the
free,
entire ride.
and then when you decide you want to go over that spoiler wall, let everyone know.
Okay. Spoiler free. It was a very interesting experience that encapsulated the true experience of meeting King Kong. I don't know how to do that without spoilers, really.
Well, no, you know, we've asked you about it, Darren. Where does it sit now in your list of top attractions at Universal?
Okay. Yes, I will concede that Forbidden Journey is probably the best attraction at Universal. So I'm going to put this right under it in my personal playbook.
Which is high praise from Darren.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
above Transformers, above Men in Black, above all that.
Above the Mummy?
Above the Mummy.
Wow.
Oh, you disgust me.
Of course, I've seen a lot of people say that they don't exactly agree with me on that, but I've also seen a lot of people that do agree. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, I love the experience. The queue is really amazing. Like you've probably heard a lot of people say, it is really impressive.
Yeah.
They did a
So
great
you
job.
you say Forbidden Journey is a better ride. Does Forbidden Journey still have a better queue?
They're different, but I'd still say Forbidden Journey is the more detailed queue.
Okay.
But this one has some very impressive show elements and visuals. I mean, is it a spoiler to say stuff about the queue, or
It could be. How scary is it,
Okay.
Darren? 'Cause I
Not
think
very
that's been a
scary.
lot of people's concerns that because the height requirement's so low that people are going to take their kids on it and they're absolutely going to cack the pants.
Yeah, no. The scariest thing is actually boarding the ride vehicles, and I'll tell you about that later
Okay.
if you're interested. But yeah,
Would you say if your kid can ride Forbidden Journey, he'll definitely be okay for this?
yeah, it's really not a problem. It is not that scary, and I think one feature of the queue really mitigates the scariness for smaller kids.
Okay.
All right. So when we break over the spoiler wall, I'll get into that. But I'm saying it shouldn't be too big a deal. I saw a lot of little kids in the queue, and it didn't seem like they were all too bothered. I will say, like, the ride video does get violent, extremely, like, ultra violent at points. So
Kids gonna love it.
Yeah, a monkey on or violence. That's all I'll say.
That's what you want.
With.
The truck driver at one point, he actually yells out "fatality" if something happens. So it's, you got to be careful. Ed Boon loved it though.
Shout, finish him. Darren, he's like talking about the queue, because obviously a lot of people have been focusing on how scary the queue is because of the warnings outside it, but then no one's been talking about how scary the ride is. So comparable, is this ride as scary as the queue, or is the queue more, or if are they both as scary as each other?
I would say the queue would be the scarier portion of it.
Okay.
Yeah. The actual ride doesn't. I mean, there's some creepy stuff in there, but not all out like terrifying or anything.
Okay.
Now I've heard some people say the queue flows really, really well, and I've heard some people compare it to the Mummy in the sense that it doesn't really have a coherent narrative. Did you run into any of that?
Yeah, I can see why people would say that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of just like big rooms with like stanchion queues. So you're going to be walking around in the same rooms for a long time.
Right. So the greenhouse effect.
Yeah. How long were you in the... I guess we can get to that when we get into the spoiler room. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
I think we're just going to end up going over the wall now, aren't we, really? Because I can see Darren's really struggling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spoiler alert then.
Well, right before the spoiler alert, I'll just say the King Kong hot dog is good. Is
it better than the hot dogs in City Walk?
It's probably the same thing, to be honest.
Probably.
The foot long, ridiculous ones, but it's on a pretzel bun.
Ooh,
and
nice.
It comes with a vat of relish and a vat of cheese.
And
they have ketchup and mustard there too.
Sounds like my kind of dong.
Mine too.
Relish every bite.
Yeah.
They need to rename that place in City Walk now. It has to be Hot Dong's Hall of Fame.
I would like to comment on the amount of it I was actually able to eat, but I don't think I can say it with it coming out anything other than terrible. So
he actually finished in one gulp. It was great.
Oh, God.
You only got a mouthful.
This is our first explicit episode, everyone.
Yeah. It's definitely it's shareable. God. All right. So yeah. Let's jump over the spoiler wall. Boing.
So this is what I want to ask you, Darren. How long were you in the shaman room, if I may ask? Because I could see that getting a little tiresome pretty quick.
The first time we flew right through it. We were through the entire queue, like we were just walking through the entire thing, and we only stopped right at the loading area. Because we were lucky enough just to get in line right at that point where we were right when they opened. We were just happening in the right place at the right time.
Cool.
Okay.
So just we're able to get right in and go. And then the second time through, we spent about a half an hour in that room because of a short technical delay. And then after that, we got all the way up into the ride vehicle, actually. Once again, we were actually sitting in it, and they made us get off of it because another vehicle had broken down on the track, and they had to get it off before they had anybody else go through.
Oh.
This is kind of hilarious for Travis. Sorry, Travis, but this made it so he had the same driver 4 times.
Oh.
And 4 times that he's ridden it, he's had the same driver all 4 times, and that's Doc.
That's because there isn't any others. They're just telling you there is.
No, there is, because as they come into the station, they talk. And while we were sitting there waiting for vehicles to cycle through, we were hearing all these other ones, and then it came back time for us to sit down again, and there's Doc again. Good old Doc. So just starting at the beginning of the queue, you go in an outside area, and it's at this point where you can see the ride vehicles going in. So they kind of hit you with that right at the beginning, which is pretty cool. And because this was a big event, people were cheering as the vehicle went by, so it was kind of awesome when you were on it.
That's cool. See, I love that interaction again.
Yeah,
like, we lost that when Jaws got taken out. You've lost that a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. So then there's like a little bit of an outside queue that has some expedition supplies just scattered around. And that's kind of what acts. And unfortunately, it looks like somebody's already broken like a generator looking thing that they had out there that had like a rubber conveyor belt or like a pulley belt, I would say, on it. And somebody went ahead and cut through that or ripped through it and left it dangling there.
What is it about people? Why do they feel the need to mess with stuff?
As you keep hearing, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Yeah. And then I definitely worry about other elements of the queue inside. But once you go through that area, you go inside and you're in the shaman room where there is a shaman. It starts off kind of quiet, and there's the really cool fire effect that they have above her that kind of sparks off as she's chanting and giving incantations. It's not really anything in English. It's all, or any language. I don't think it's gibberish. But she does say Kong every once in a while, just to let you know where you're at.
Okay.
And then as she like gets more impassioned with it, the fires kick up and it gets louder and everything, and then you hear like natives around you like chanting Kong, like Kong, 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 Kong. Awesome. So it's pretty intense the first time, but then when you're in there for half an hour, you see that about 10 times.
I wonder if they'll replace the audio in the Kong parking lot then with that.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. But it was actually it was really cool. Even seeing it multiple times, I was just really kidding. It's neat to see, and the animatronic is very impressive for the shaman. So
okay,
cool. Definitely like that.
More or less impressive than the goblins and Gringotts.
I'd say more impressive. There's a little bit more of a range of motion on it.
I've seen footage of her. She looks pretty comparable to the Wicked Witch of the West audio animatronic from the Great Movie Ride.
Cool. Yeah. I love her.
Yeah, when we rode that for the first time in ages, I questioned whether that was a real person or not.
You couldn't see it, could you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is really good. And then after that is where the queue gets scary, I say.
That's where you get the scare actors, right?
Yeah, that's where the spoops come in.
Awesome.
So you walk like around the corner and you're like walking through a cavern kinda, and you look on the left, I should have mentioned the skulls. There are 8,000 million skulls in this queue.
And you counted them
Approximate number.
Yeah. Just skulls everywhere. It's insane.
I think it's something like 900 is what I read.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. That's totally believable. Maybe more.
It's a Skull Island after all.
True.
Yeah, I guess it got its name somehow. But yeah, there's like a window to your left as you're going through, and there's, it's made out of skulls basically, and then you look back into it, and they've got like a musion screen with one of the natives on there.
Awesome.
So you spend a little bit of time there in line. You're looking in there. So when you come up to the next hole in the wall on your right hand side, naturally, what are you going to do? Try to look in there, right? And that's where there's a real scare actor.
Oh, brilliant. Love it.
But the thing I said that might mitigate it a little bit for smaller kids is literally height. The peepholes for the scare actor are kind of high up in the air.
Right.
So like if your kid's really little, they're not even going to see him unless they're like up on your shoulders or something.
Okay.
That's a good thing then.
Yeah, I guess. Now, it can also reach out a little, but I didn't see them like going after kids or anything. It seemed to be like whoever happened to look in there.
Yeah. So they were judging
and then, and if he found somebody particularly jumpy, there's like 3 other windows that he can just continue walking down the queue with them.
Awesome. I love it.
Hit him a few more times.
See, it worries me because I know we talked about it the last time we talked about this, and it worries me that people will complain and it won't stay in there.
I don't think it's anywhere near since I've been reading all these reviews and everything, it doesn't seem anywhere near as intense as what people were hyping it up to be before it actually opened.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how long have you guys, is it Alden Towers that has that ride that exits out into the scare zone type thing?
It's actually closed.
Really?
Yes, because we're going down next week.
Oh, crikey.
Next weekend. No. And Nemesis Subterra is actually closed.
Yes.
for the unforeseeable
permanent?
for the unforeseeable future.
Wow.
I've heard it's because of everything that happened with the Smiler that it's a cost-cutting thing.
Gotcha.
And because they've got the scare actors in it, it's not. I was actually quite gutted.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of attractions that run full time that have, kind of like a horror element to it, and that was the one that came to mind.
Yeah,
so
the closer because I was looking through because obviously we're going down and it's shut, so gutted.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But yeah, it's kind of set up so if they did take it out, there would be some holes in the wall, really, but not much. They could very easily just panel that up and be done with it, if they want to. But like I said, it doesn't seem like a big deal. The only thing that I think that would be weird is how quickly the queue is supposed to move. Like that guy might be bored for a while. Like once this ride becomes like the norm and the line's not so long, people will just be like flying right by that area.
Yeah. Which do we think they're going to keep him there or any of the scare actors there from open to close every single night? Or do you think come 5 o'clock at night, the scare actor goes home and the ride just operates as is?
Very well possible. They've left themselves a lot of room to do whatever they want with that.
Yeah. I'm sure the summer it's going to run at full potential.
Yeah.
But come the slower season, I'd be surprised if he's there all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it tends to. A lot of people tend to leave sort of later on in the day, don't they? So yeah.
Right.
Which you think,
This
which is a
queue-
shame.
Oh, Darren, sorry. I was just going to say, this queue seems massive. Do you see another Hogwarts Express type situation happening?
What do you mean?
Like the London side of Hogwarts Express, how that queue is most of the time when I'm there, 3/4 empty.
Oh yeah. It's possible for sure. Because but the way they have it set up, I guess, is with the stanchions going through like a few small rooms, it's really easier for them to cut off those areas.
Okay.
If they want to, and just reroute you straight on, basically.
So it is a lot of switchbacks instead of like a Forbidden Journey. Just keep walking straight.
Exactly. So yeah, but there might be some space that they have left over, but they had the extended queue outside as well that they can kind of put in that space between Toon Lagoon and Kong, if they need it. But for the rest of it, I think with those switchbacks and everything, it makes it pretty easy to shorten it down big time.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't have a big footprint either as far as that goes. The waiting areas and everything, if you look at like aerial shots and everything, it's actually pretty small.
Yeah.
So after that, the scare actor and everything, the next room you're in is another expedition room where it's like they're kind of loading stuff onto the trucks, and they have one of the worm type creatures in there.
The penis worm. Yeah.
Hunter, I don't know what worms you've got, Sunshine.
Yeah.
The Kong Dong. It's really opened up some doors for me.
No.
Yeah, I hear it does a special animation if you bring a Kong Dong into the room. So don't do that. But yeah, just that's kind of cool. It's the last thing you kind of go around before picking up your 3D glasses and getting routed onto the van, which holds a lot of people. Six per row. How many rows was it? 12. 13?
12.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're looking at a lot of people loading it fast.
That sounds like it's about double the size of the Kilimanjaro vehicles. Is that about right?
Yeah. It feels like it for sure.
Well, then, Darren, did you find that it loaded, like, when you were in the queue, it wasn't stop, start, because they were loading quickly, you were constantly moving?
Yeah, up until the technical difficulty where the ride stopped and we had to get off, and we had to wait about an hour and a half, I think, before.
I wonder what the capacity is on this thing, because the ride vehicles are almost 100 people, and you say they're loading up every minute or two?
Yeah, very easily.
Wow, we're talking 500 people in about 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, and they definitely have enough ride vehicles to continue that cycle come through, so.
Wow.
I don't see this. It's not a constantly boarding attraction like, say, Haunted Mansion or Forbidden Journey is, but that capacity is still massive, it sounds like.
Yeah, and the terrifying part I was talking about boarding is they had these special hooks for the ride attendants to kind of yank on the doors to make sure they're not going to fall down and hit you in the head as you board, because they kind of open. Oh, this is very hard to describe in audio. They open like the middle part has a hinge, and it like the middle pushes out, and like the whole bit of it kind of pushes up to the top.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's like there's a hinge at the middle and a hinge at the top.
So it kind of it's like a bifold door, but on the horizontal, not vertical. Yeah.
Yeah, a horizontal bifold. Exactly.
It's the new
and then
kitchens.
I guess it locks when it goes up there.
Right.
But they want to make sure, so they got these hook things that they like kind of hook onto there and yank them down to make sure that they're not going to fall on your head and crush and kill you, because they definitely could.
Mm-hmm. Well, safety first.
So you kind of really board even faster as you run under to make sure it's not you.
So would you say they were filling those vehicles up to capacity every time you saw a truck go through?
Yeah, they were doing a very good job. Now I think they had 2 people manning the loading area there just to make sure that they were able to fill it quickly. You know, asking how many and sorting them out. They did a pretty good job of making sure that they filled up everything. We kind of lucked out after the long wait, and a bunch of people left, so we had a whole row to ourselves.
Wow.
Nice.
Me, Nina, and Travis. When that first one went off, so that was cool.
I'm kind of curious as to how many team members are actually needed to run the attraction.
Well, sitting there for an hour and a half, we saw a lot of team members, but it was probably both cycles, you know, because I know they have it like an on and off cycle kind of setup going there.
So I guess you're going to get into this, Darren, but I just want to know, in case you get cut short, do you feel the ride would have been better served by having a live actor, or are you satisfied with the audio animatronic drivers?
A live actor would always be better, I think.
But it's so hit or miss on their performance too, right?
Yeah, but Universal did a good job at Jaws of making sure that the people that were going to be up there did a good job of it.
Yeah.
I think they would have done the same thing with this, but this kind of takes that out, and it's kind of cool because the video of the ride, I guess it's Aaron Ryder in it, the one that was in all the videos leading up to that.
The Myth Explorer.
I don't know if it's her, if it's somebody back in the day. I really couldn't tell you. But she says the driver's name in the video multiple times. So it's kind of cool that, you know, depending on what vehicle you're on, the video actually changes.
That's cool.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. So they made it very interactive as far as that goes. And the drivers are cool. They keep moving when they're sitting there at the dock too. So it looks like they're like, you know, looking at papers, shuffling things together, getting ready to go. And it makes them look very realistic. There's frosted glass in between, so you can't really see them very well.
Yeah, because I've heard that apparently if you stand up, they tell you to sit down.
Do they?
Apparently so. That's what I've heard on a few other podcasts. That if you stand up in your seat, it'll go, "Hey man, can you sit down at the back there?"
So next UUOP meet and greet, we're all going to ride Kong, and we're all going to stand up.
We'll see what happens. The whole vehicle tilts over, and
we're going to get on that ride vehicle with our Kong dogs. And we are going to stand up. We will make history.
Oh God! So yeah, let's get to the ride itself. How about that?
Yes.
When you first get on, you don't wear your glasses right away. They say like, hold on to them. We'll tell you when to put them on because you get to go through that little outside sequence.
Yeah.
And if it is raining, they do have a cutaway straight to the inside first scene,
which is good.
That they can use.
So that skips straight past the gates. You just go right inside.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and so when it takes off, this thing takes off. It's not going that fast, but it's pretty terrifying knowing that no one is driving the vehicle.
Yeah.
There's no track, no nothing, and then it's like flying around the corners. But yeah, so it takes you around like a couple of curves on the outside, and then you get up to the gate, which is an awesome view. It's unbelievable to see that gate open up, which which leads me to tell you that the middle or the back is the best part to ride in.
Right.
You're not always going to have the option for it, but I would always try to ask if you can, like anywhere from the middle to the back. Because the front, you're right up against that frosted glass or plastic, really, and it kind of blocks you off really bad, so you're only going to be able to see to your right and left.
Okay.
Which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
I wish they would have figured some way around that. But then once you get in, that you got your first scene that has some like giant vampire bats on one side that are animatronic. I just mentioned that because they're one of the only 2 animatronics in the ride. On your left, you've got a video playing of that person getting picked. Like basically, they're fighting off a bunch of the creatures from Skull Island, and then you move into the tunnel, the 360 tunnel, which is, I guess from what I've heard, exactly the same as Hollywood.
Yeah, I've watched just that sequence, and it's pretty much cut for cut the exact same thing I saw in Hollywood 5 years ago.
Okay, yeah, some people have said it's cleaned up a little bit, like as far as the video goes. But
so tell us real quick, Darren. I've heard that this 3D is markedly a noticeable improvement from even what they've done with Spider-Man and Gringotts.
It is
some of the best 3D.
It is really impressive, and I don't know if it's just because of like I don't know, like being able to control where the ride vehicle is, so much with the video and everything, or how they've got that to perfectly sync up. But the quality, the clarity, and the depth of it is all really, really impressive.
Cool.
Yeah.
And more so in the 360 segment, or just the entire thing?
Just the entire thing, all the way through.
Okay.
But it's really cool to see it in the 360 because you got it on both sides of you, and that's just awesome to see. But I did notice because our second time through, it wasn't moving. The ride vehicle wasn't moving with the video like it should have been, so it kind of really killed the simulation of the movement on there. And then because of that, I was able to look out and look around and notice that it is definitely not a 360 tunnel.
Right.
It is just tall on both sides. There's nothing on the top of it.
I am glad that you got to see how it's intended to run the first ride through, because I feel that would have soured your impressions had you seen the second ride through first, you know?
Right. Yeah, definitely. And then you go into like a kind of like a finale scene that kind of reminds me a little bit of like the last scene in Gringotts, where he's like, oh, well, dragons are crazy, huh? Well, go back up to the top. See you later.
Well, that was just like the ride, actually. I thought I was on it there for a second.
Safest place on earth, right?
That's
yeah. And they have that, and then you're off, and it feels really fast. Oh, no, wait, I'm just kidding. Right. There's a huge animatronic Kong before you go.
And how is it?
He is like 13, 14 feet tall, and his facial expressions are amazing. You're one of the first people into the ride vehicle, and you're on that side. You are literally like a foot and a half away from his face at the turn.
Wow.
How was your impression of the Kong audio animatronic? Because some people are kind of sad that he just kind of sits there. They expected a little bit more, but are you pretty impressed with the figure yourself?
I am. I'm impressed with it. Yeah, he doesn't move a lot because I think they were worried about maintenance and upkeep with that and making sure they don't have a Yeti on their hands.
Yeah.
So they did. I think they played it safe a little bit, but from what I heard, this is the same company that made the Broadway show of Kong.
Okay.
With all the puppets that they used.
Creature Works, is that right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. Like really impressive work they do. So that you can definitely see that, like the small like nuance of his face. And I don't know if all the drivers do it, but Doc says, "Okay, now whatever you do, don't look him in the eye." And then like right when you're about to leave, like Kong makes a bit like a loud noise and kind of huffs out, and he's like, "All right, who looked at him in the eye?"
All right.
Like everybody.
Darren, I need to ask a question.
Yeah.
Banana breath or not?
No.
Aww.
Warm steam breath, yes. Banana breath, no.
That's a shame.
So, yeah. But yeah, and then after that, you deboard, and just to show how fast they are, I mean, how fast they're pacing these, the doors stay open when they go from the exit dock to the loading dock, which are right next to each other. The doors just stay open when they pull into the next station. That's how quick they want to load people. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely in your top 3 for the resort and in your top 2 for islands.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Awesome.
Good. I mean, so obviously, like, what are the sets around the screens like then, Darren?
Oh, a lot of like foliage and rocks.
Does it blend or not? Does it feel like you're looking at a screen through stuff?
It still looks like a screen because the way that it's lit. If they can fix the ambient lighting to match up with it a little bit more, which they very well might. We're still in technical rehearsals, like we said. There's a good chance that they can blend that in a little bit more. But yeah, the animated side of it really looks animated.
Now, would you say that it's more in 60 room because everything is digital in that room? Would you rather have them done that instead of kind of merging things?
No, the merging thing is good. I think it's a nice transition from like the really detailed outside into the inside. That's like I said, not so detailed as far as the like actual physical set goes. So it kind of transitions you nicely into the screen.
Would you say it's more screens than physical than, say, Forbidden Journey?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, I mean, that says it's got to be a fairly decent ride then if you're saying that it's more screens than Forbidden Journey is, yet you're putting it just underneath Forbidden Journey and above. Like, everyone knows how much you love The Mummy. To put it above that, it's got to be something decent.
Yeah, definitely. It is. I think it is very cool. Awesome use of the technology. You got to step back and just look at how impressive that is, like how everything coordinates with a free moving vehicle, and that, seeing how that coordinates with every screen and everything just to make sure it all syncs up perfectly. And it's very impressive.
But you haven't told us, does it exit into a gift shop? And is there any cool merchandise?
It does exit into a gift shop.
Oh, the more you know.
I think everybody's pretty much seen the merchandise. There's not a whole lot more that they've added since then. There's a lot of gorilla stuff, obviously.
I know if you go and check out the latest photo update by Travis on our blog, a lot of it's Kong stuff. So head over to UUOpodcast.com and check that out.
One real quick question for you, Darren, before we wrap this up. Is it explicitly stated what time period this takes place in? Is it the 1930s or 40s, or is it supposed to be modern?
It seems like it, but if they tried to explain what time it was, I didn't catch it.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's a matter of they're telling the story in the queue, they need to do a little bit better job of telling that story because.
Or we're going to have another Mummy thing where we like the ride, but it just doesn't make much sense in time or setting or place.
Exactly. It's just cool.
Last one then, Darren. How does it feel fitting in? I know that transition between Toon Lagoon's not going to be... There's nothing you can do about that, but does it feel like... like on the park map, actually that's what I was going to say. On the park map, what is it? Is it own separate island, or is it part of Jurassic Park?
I have not seen, actually.
Because I
figure it just kind of blends into the foliage on the side.
Because I've heard those Jurassic Park gates aren't going back up.
No. Well, if they did, it would be right outside Kong, because right next to Kong is Thunder Falls Terrace. They're like side by side.
I find that weird though, because it's like two separate things that have now blended into one.
Supposedly, and this has gone around on the internet circle for a while, the correct way to do Islands of Adventure, so bear with me here, go in, do Superhero Island, walk up through Superhero Island, then walk out, and then go counterclockwise, because that way you were getting the proper entrance.
That makes sense.
Into Hogsmeade, into Jurassic Park, and then Kong opens up better going that direction as well.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But if you go fully counterclockwise, then you're getting the back entrance to Superhero Island, which doesn't flow as well. So, fun little tips and tricks there.
There you go. Cool. Awesome. I am
know.
glad that you love it, Darren. And like I say, I think if anyone was going to be critical of it, it was going to be you. And the fact that you're not being critical is awesome.
We need to start selling kidneys because I need to get out and see that soon.
Yes. Cool.
Right. After that fantastic, epic journey we've just had.
I hope it wasn't too spoilery for everyone. I need to see that animatronic.
Bless them. Now, we didn't post our usual poll for this month's Universal Orlando ride audio as we have the full ride audio from Skull Island Reign of Kong. And, as usual, we'll play that after the outro.
So, spoilers. Steve Milson Payne, he wanted to know. There you go. It's after the outro, so you don't have to worry.
So, it's up to you. You can make the decision whether you want to be spoiled or not. I like to be spoiled, but it never happens.
I've listened to it. I've spoiled myself.
Right, now, rest of the world listeners. So that's not US, not UK.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else it's not?
Nope, that's it.
We needed to go to iTunes, subscribe, if you're not already, rate and review in June, and you could win a $25 Universal gift card. Okay? So, for Kevin, Maureen, Darren, Lee, and Hunter, I've been Tracy, and this has been the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
That's it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by subscribing on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a rating and a review. Listen to us on Stitcher, Google Play, and all your podcast apps. Email us with any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com, or, even better, record your message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Check out our blog for even more content at uuopodcast.com. And finally, our sponsors, Fairy Godmother Travel, are here to help with all your Universal vacation needs. So check them out today at fairygodmothertravel.com. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.
So stay seated, keep your hands inside the trunk, and be sure to store all your gear. Just hold on to the goggles for now. You'll need them later. Specifically, Mega Parade is called. Who it was?
T1, this is base. Doc, are you en route with the replacements and supplies for T2?
Heading there now, Mary. How do you prepare for a place like this? Then there's the locals. They always seem to know when trouble's coming. And we usually run right into it. You better put those goggles on now. You never know what's flying around inside the cage. Look at the size of that skeleton. That doesn't sound good.
What's that up over there?
Hello, Kate.
Hey, Doc. Park the truck over there. Tommy, we're gonna need help putting up the traps. Joe, how's it look back there?
Hold on, I need more light.
Oh, great.